Okay, I have realized I have just knitted a row too far on my heel. That was my target needle, and I was not paying attention and got one past it. I'm not yet past it on this side, but I need to unknit this last row. So I'm going to show you what I learned at the Erlbacher Kranken this past week on how to unknit. So I'm back here past my risen needles. You have to raise needles to unknit, but in this case they're already raised because I was working on my heel. So you would have to get your yarn carrier past, you would have to stop, raise needles, and go past, and then unknit. So now I have taken it out of my yarn carrier, and I'm ready to unknit. So what you need to do is sometimes you have to remove a little weight. So I'm going to take my heel weights off for the moment. And then you just pull it out. Make sure the needle stays down, and you pull it off, and it pops away. You can go pretty fast at this after you do it a couple times. Sometimes it's a little harder on the spots where you've knit two stitches together when you get there, or you've knit the wrap and the needle. It's a little harder for me to get in close because I've got the camera in the way. But it should come out here in a second. Let me stretch those stitches out a little. And there we go. And then this is the one that I raised and shouldn't have. I should have wrapped it. So I need to lower it and undo what I did on it now. Make sure that latch is open. There we go. And there. So now I need to knit this one, then lower these two, wrap them, and continue on. Actually, I probably didn't have to unknit that last one. So let's do that real quick. Because I can't see what I'm doing here, it's a little hard. There, back to that one. Now I am pretty much where I was when I should have lowered these two because I do a wrapped heel. Put the yarn behind. And even though I had left my yarn carrier over there, I can bring it over here now to where I need to be. I'm going to have to move the camera here, so bear with me. There we go. Bring the yarn carrier around. Put everything where it needs to be. This is where a carrier that's got that slit in it helps, because I can take things in and out. But as you can see, I put a little paperclip pigtail on there, so because I kept popping it out. So there we go. So I'm going to wrap these 2 stitches that I just lowered. Put my weights back on. Make sure all my latches are open that are for the needles I've touched. And I've got to make sure all these are up where they need to be, because some of them got pushed down while I was maneuvering things around. Okay, all these latches are open because I've touched needles. I want to double check. Okay, the yarn is wrapped behind these 2 because I'm doing the wrapped heel. Make sure these are all pulled up as well. And then when I crank backwards, everything is back to where it should be. Now I lower these 2, wrap them, make sure my latches are open, and now I'm doing my increases as I should. Lower, wrap, and move on.